What's up? Brandon Lilly here. Today I want to talk to you about goals and more particularly goal setting. Now before you turn this off, I'm sure that you've seen a bunch of these self-help videos and all this kind of stuff. That's not necessarily what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you a different perspective on a very, very common topic. So for many people, if they're talking about a goal, whether that's paying off their house or financial freedom or squatting 800 or 900 or 1,000 pounds, whatever it may be, those goals are not scary. And that old cliche of, well, if your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. Well, usually it's not the goal itself that's scary. The goal usually excites people. It's the work or the changes that have to be made to their comfortable lifestyle that scare people. So one of the most famous sayings that I remember Lou talking about is if you told somebody outside that there were 1,000 cones or even 1,000,000 cones and there was $1 million under one of them, how many of those cones would people turn over? All of them, because it's easy. You know that the destination point is there somewhere. You just have to keep going and keep turning over cones. But in life, so many people quit before they even really get started. And whether it's in business or you're a power lifter or it's in life, change and success take effort and they take time. And most of the time, inevitably, they're going to have some heartache. One of the things that I do know, and I talk about this story a lot, is that very, very simple things, very, very small inhibitions prevent people from reaching their goals. My mom, for example, one of her biggest dreams in this life is to see Rockefeller Center at Christmas. I've offered to drive her, I've offered to fly her, I've offered to buy her a Greyhound bus ticket. All of these things to remove the how or the when or whatever, and she still won't go. Because something about New York City scares her. Something about the crime or whatever, there's a fear built up in her. But instead of letting the thought of something that she's wanted to do her whole life, Christmas is one of her favorite things in this world, instead of actualizing what she wants to do, she lets the fear of the unknown, of the possibility, the remote possibility of something bad happening to her in New York City, prevent her from going. Now, that's not to say that she's wrong, but it is to say that from the outside looking in, and someone who's been to Rockefeller Center not once, not twice, but 3 or 4 times at different times of the year, I've come home safely every single time. So the evidence that she sees is that it can be done. Her son has done this, but yet her own fear prevents her from doing that. And I talk to guys all the time in lifting. I talk to guys all the time in business. I talk to people all the time in relationships. You know the answer many, many times to what you're trying to do. If it's a bad relationship, get out. If it's a business, opportunity where you're tired of working for someone else, you have a good idea, you have the work ethic, you're already putting forth the effort for someone else, just put forth that effort for yourself, but you have to jump. It's the fear of falling and failing that prevents so many people from actualizing the life they want to live. And I'm not coming here telling you that my life is perfect, and I'm not coming here telling you that my bank account is filled with 1,000,000 zeros. It's not. I'm just telling you from a person who is making personal changes and has made personal changes to better myself, better my business, better my lifting, better my life, that it can be done. It's not the fear of the goal, it's the fear of the work that it takes to get there. So if you start actualizing what you're afraid of and start doing those things, goals will come a lot quicker. Thanks for watching.